Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Amelia Marquez. In tonight's news, Tennessee House Speaker Beth Hartwell says lawmakers will likely reconsider expanding TennCare coverage when the General Assembly convenes in January. Fundraising efforts for the new Tullahoma Animal Shelter received a huge boost this week. We'll take you to the Life Care Center's senior prom. The Tullahoma Recreation Department is having a different kind of 5K this weekend. And the annual Bark in the Park fundraiser is coming up this Saturday. We'll have these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Another summer has come and gone, but you can always surf StanMcNabb.com. With over 500 new and used vehicles to choose from, you can shop, apply for credit, value your trade-in, or schedule your service, all from your couch.
So, couch surfing?
I like to call it get the best deal surfing.
Whether it's 100 degrees or 25, you can surf StanMcNabb.com for the best deals in Middle Tennessee.
Chevy, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, all the GM brands in one location.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Time to get fit, Tullahoma, and register for the 3rd annual Bobcat Panther 5K and Family Fun Run and Walk, Saturday, October 24th at Fraser McEwen Park. Register by calling either school or by going to tullahomatn.gov today. You'll be proud to know you're supporting the Tullahoma Middle School's PTO. Calling all alumni. Help your school take the trophy this year by signing up today for the 3rd annual Bobcat Panther 5K.
Welcome back. Tennessee's revenue collections exceeded budgeted estimates for the second month of the state's fiscal year. Overall, September's revenues were $1.2 billion, which is $82.2 million more than September 2014 collections and $113.4 million more than the budgeted estimate. The growth rate for September was 7.14%. On an accrual basis, September is the second month in the 2015-2016 fiscal year. For September, the general fund was overcollected by $106.2 million, and the 4 other funds were overcollected by $7.2 million. Sales tax collections were $24.4 million more than the estimate for September. The September growth rate was a positive 6.45%. Year-to-date collections are 7.36% above this time last year. Year-to-date collections for 2 months were $132.5 million more than the budgeted estimate. The general fund was overcollected by $116.8 million, and the 4 other funds that share in state tax revenues were overcollected by $15.7 million.
Tennessee House Speaker Beth Hartwell says lawmakers will likely reconsider expanding TennCare coverage when the General Assembly convenes in January. But the Nashville Republican says major concerns over Governor Bill Haslam's plan will probably doom the effort. She says members want a cap on additional TennCare enrollment. Hartwell says lawmakers are also skeptical of ongoing federal funding for the health insurance coverage. Haslam's Insure Tennessee program would use federal Medicaid money to help cover an estimated 280,000 currently uninsured citizens. The program is backed by numerous state hospital groups. Earlier this year, a Senate committee voted to block the plan, and conservatives have vowed to defeat the expansion since it's tied to the Federal Affordable Care Act.
Tullahoma Public Works Director Wayne Limbo presented an artist's rendering of the proposed new Tullahoma Animal Shelter at Monday night's City Board meeting. Mayor Lane Curley also had some good news regarding fundraising efforts for the shelter.
Mr. Limbo, while you have the floor, I want to ask you to step up and unveil the drawing, if you don't mind. Okay. That was done for the new shelter. I don't know if you've had a chance to see that or not, but if you don't mind, can you maybe take it to the podium back with you? Mr. Brooks will arrange this to be made by our friend Jim House.
This is what we're working toward for our new shelter. Jim House did this drawing for us, but it pretty much represents what we're wanting to accomplish. We need more room for our animals. Being a no-kill shelter, we obviously get more animals in-house at times because we keep them until we find a place for them. So we're real proud to be working toward getting.
We've got some other exciting news to share. So far in the Animal Shelter Building Fund, we have $38,473.84 as of today. Approximately, all of you know John Parrish. He's a dog lover. And several months ago, he sent out a letter to his friends and requesting donations. And since that letter has gone out, $15,722 is part of the $38,000. So next time you see Mr. Parrish, make sure you thank him. I've also an announcement to make that a family here in Tullahoma, which wishes to remain anonymous, shared with me on Friday that they wish to provide $50,000 to the shelter in terms of a challenge gift. So, as you talk about this in the community, if someone wants to donate $100, it's really like donating $200 because this family is going to match everything up to $50,000. So I anticipate that the fundraising group will now get even more busy with this big dollar dangling in front of all of us. So I'm excited about that.
Life Care Center of Tullahoma recently held their annual senior prom. Newsleader's John Gray was present for the festivities and brings us this story.
And it's Life Care at Tullahoma, and it's prom night at Life Care. All of these lovely people are in here all dressed up. These girls have flowers on and all their finery, and there's a gentleman there got his boutonniere on. The Life Care folks are having a prom for all these good folks tonight. Isn't it great? Look at that couple right there. There you go. There's my buddy Mike right there. Look at you. Boy, you're looking sharp tonight. Feeling good. Look at sweet Melissa. Sweet Melissa. All right, look at them in here. They're all dressed up, and everybody's got their flowers on and their prom dresses on. Look at there. All right. Look at all of them. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that. He's even beautiful. Yeah. Everybody's looking good. How you doing, man?
Doing good, sir.
Doing good. Look at all these folks. Fine folks in here tonight. It's prom night at Life Care Center. All these great people. Man. This bunch over here. Look at there. There's the cricket right there. Boy, you looking good, Daddy. Yeah, there's Travis right there. Look at that. Hey, man, how you doing?
Doing good.
You gonna dance tonight? Prom night? All right.
I'm not warm with all these beautiful women.
Beautiful women here at Life Care in Tullahoma. And look at here. Look at the table set. All this good-looking food. They all look at that dance crew back there. That's that Life Care. Those are the Life Care girls right there.
It's the one and only Mr. Robert Cricket Mullins.
All right. There's Cricket Mullins right there, the king of the prom. There it is. There's Cricket Mullins, the king of the prom.
Okay, now we all know the king is important, but we know that the king is there just to take pictures with the queen. This year's 2015 prom queen is the one and only Miss Janice Ramsey.
And Janice Ramsey is the prom queen. Look at her, isn't she beautiful?
We'd like to join them on the dance floor.
There they are right there. The king and queen of the 2015 prom at Life Care Center in Tullahoma. There's Cricket dancing with his daughter right there. And the prom queen dancing with her son. Love me true, all my dreams fulfilled. For my darling, and I always will.
Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester is your home for both new and pre-owned trucks. We have a huge selection of over 200 trucks to choose from. Check us out on the web at russellbarnett.com and view our great selection. We are your truck headquarters, and we want to be your one-stop shop. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester, your truck headquarters. Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Why buy anywhere else?
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Welcome back. The Bark in the Park fundraiser to raise money for medical care for animals in Tullahoma Animal Shelter is coming up Saturday. Jim spoke with the shelter director, Teresa Holt, about the event.
Now, this weekend we've got Bark in the Park coming up, which is hugely important because I think you use the money for that to do medical care. Tell us about that.
This is our 12th annual Bark in the Park. It was started originally to help save lives by providing medical care. And with that, we ended up years ago being able to become a no-kill facility. So it's very important. We spend about $18,000 to $20,000 a year on medical care. And a lot of that comes from our fundraisers and from donations and our supporters who we greatly appreciate, and some of the local businesses in town. So Bark in the Park this year, you know, we have the dog contest and games, of course silent auction. We rented the big volcano slide for big and small children. We'll have Sandy's dog training there. We'll also have good dog training, wood rats chimes, live, love, bark, photography. The hot tub that Pool and Spa Express has been taken, you can guess how many number of bottles is in it. It's going to be given away at Bark in the Park, and you will get your last chance to buy a chance to guess the number. We have puppy love dog treats. 4 legs and a tail and pampered pooch are going to be doing nail clipping. Then we have the dog contest. And that's where we also at the end crown Mr. and Miss Tullahoma Canine. And just to run through the contest really quick, you can also find this on our Facebook page. Shortest dog, tallest dog. Then we'll have a shelter dog beauty pageant where we highlight some of the dogs from the shelter. The best mixed breed show, best pure breed show. And then we're going to have an owner, handler, and dog look-alike contest. And then the best trick. And some owners and dogs do resemble each other.
Sure they do.
And then the best costume contest. So that can be just the dog or the dog and the handler. That's always one of my favorites. And then we'll end with the Mr. and Miss Tullahoma Canine contest, which you have to be either a resident of Tullahoma or adopted from the shelter to enter in that contest. And at the silent auction, this is one item that Speedliner has donated to the silent auction. I'll let Officer Swick tell you a little bit about it.
It's a remote start for your car.
Oh, cool.
Which
yeah.
is great in the winter.
Yeah.
You don't have to get out there and
Right.
scrape your windows. Just start your car up
Sure.
and you get out there and it's nice and warm.
Okay.
They're a wonderful thing to have. And Speedliner was nice enough to give us one to auction off on.
Okay.
Yeah, and also Fast Jacks has had a contest every week. Have you heard about that?
No.
The gnomes?
No.
So they're voting for either the Vols or Alabama. And you notice that our shirt has the nice Tennessee Vols color
Okay,
on.
all right.
And then I have the Crimson Tide.
Right.
Don't hold it against me if I'm a Bama fan. So the gnomes, what they do is every week they vote and then they decorate it in that theme for that weekend. And all the money that Fast Jacks has collected will be presented to us at Bark in the Park as well.
Super.
So it's a collaboration of the community coming together to help the stray and unwanted animals.
Okay.
So
all right.
it's wonderful.
Bark in the Park's coming up this
12th
Saturday.
annual.
12th annual Bark in the Park coming up this Saturday at Wagner Park. Starts at
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
And we'll end up about a little after 2 we'll end.
Okay. It's a great event, and I'm sure you probably heard Teresa say a moment ago, the Tullahoma Shelter is a no-kill facility.
Yes.
So it takes a lot of money to make that happen. So encourage you folks to get out there and help out, and so that all these dogs can be taken care of as Taco is being taken care of there. It seems to be a very, very happy pet. And if you're interested in adopting one of these pets, please give them a call at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter, and that number once again is
454-9580.
Okay. We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
The first Tullahoma Recreation Department Zombie Run is coming up this weekend. John Gray spoke with Tori Raby about this unusual event.
I have Miss Tori Raby with me today, and we are going to talk about the zombie run and the way I walk around. I could be one. Tori, what's going on at Parks and Recs now? This weekend?
Yes, we have a big weekend. It starts at 4:30, zombie run, and anybody that's interested, you can do it one of two ways. You can either be a zombie, and
that'd be me.
You want to be
I'll be a zombie.
So you can either be a zombie, or you can be what we call the living.
Right.
And the goal is, it's almost like you'll get a belt, kind of like a flag football belt that has flags on it. And those are considered your life. So you'll go through on the run, there will be different stations where there are zombies, and the zombies are they can't run, they have to do everything just like a zombie.
They have to do a zombie stuff.
Yeah, and they'll be in makeup, so, and the goal is they take your life. They grab a flag, and to win the race, you have to have all your life. And there will be, I guess, what you call energy stations or life stations, some random different spots where you can actually grab
some more life?
Yeah. To finish with. So yeah, but the goal is to not get all your flags taken.
All your flags taken away. How long is the race?
It's not a 5K, and we haven't advertised it. We just advertised it as a fun run. It's actually about 2.5 miles. So yeah.
And it's going to be where again? Where does it start?
It's going to start at Fraser McEwen. It's going to be along the Greenway, and I think there may be a map on the website.
That'll be a good place over there to hide zombies, won't it? Yeah.
So, but anybody that wants to be a zombie in it, of course, it's free. It's a donation to the animal shelter.
Right.
To run in it. So, and anybody that wants to be a zombie just needs to be there at least an hour, a little bit more ahead of time, because we'll do the makeup. To get them
Okay. Oh, so you're gonna make them up and all that as well. That's cool.
So, yeah.
That's cool.
So it should be fun. And then after that, of course, we have the big concert starting at 6:30. So
and
it's
that's
kind
at
of a lead-in.
Fraser McEwen Park as
So
well.
I'll be right there, and that's.
Well, tell us a little bit about that. I think you have 2 bands coming.
We do. The opening act is Geneva. It's more of a biker band. So. And then they're opening for Big Gun, which is an AC/DC tribute band. So, and you can go online and kind of listen to some of their music.
And I've heard that they're really pretty good at being that. Explain that. What's available there? Just anybody can come, and what can they bring or not bring, and how's that all that work for people who haven't been to one of these?
Well, it's a free concert, and we will have concessions, so no outside food will be allowed in, but we'll have concessions, and the concessions, the proceeds from that, as far as like what we sell, and also Bud Light's a sponsor, so that's something new.
Right.
With it being a split now. So basically, proceeds are going to the Tullahoma daycare. So it's, we're benefiting.
That's good.
Yeah, it's great.
That's good then. Everything's good.
Yes.
That's good. Well, thank you for coming and sharing all of that with us, and hopefully we can see more of you.
We'll have some good
people.
stuff
I don't know if people remember, but she was the athletic director at Motlow College out here, and it's left there to come to work for the city of Tullahoma and share all of her knowledge and energy with us.
Yes.
Zombie run.
That's right.
Are you going to be a zombie or a runner?
You know what?
You'd be a good zombie.
I would love to be a zombie. I would.
Okay.
Stay with us. More Newsleader is coming up after this.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. The 5-2 Shelbyville Golden Eagles resume action at home this Friday night when they take on a tough Stewart's Creek team. Jim spoke with head coach Jason Hardy about the challenges that his team faces.
Mentioned you're 5-2 on the year so far. 3 games left to play. 5-2 is a pretty doggone good record. It's probably been a long 2 weeks for you guys, but there's still a lot of football to be played and some opportunities for this to be a great year for the Golden Eagles.
Definitely, and I think that's one of the things that we as a coaching staff and hopefully parents at home and the community, we live in a world that everything's about now, and I know when we told the kids, we had a coach last night and mentioned to the kids, you're going to hear in the community, oh, you've lost 2 straight, you're going to hear these negatives, but the reality is there's a lot of teams that like to be 5-2, and we're sitting in a great spot if we come back and play well. That we could come back and be 6-2, 7-2, and 8-2, and you finish the season 8-2 and have a playoff spot. You're looking at a very successful regular season. And we've got a lot of work to do to get to going into next week to make that happen. But there shouldn't be any panic from our kids. It should be just let's get back on track and do the things that we're capable of doing. I know the coaching staff's on board. I know the players will be on board. I hope we can have a great week of practice. But the reality is we've lost 2 in a row, but 5-2 is still a pretty good spot to be in right now.
Yeah, and your opponent this week?
Stewart's Creek.
Stewart's Creek, and what do you know about Stewart's Creek?
Well, we saw them on film against Laverne when we were playing Laverne, and they're a very well coached team. They run a wing tee, very run oriented, got a really good fullback. Feel like they're probably going to have to just do a better job up front with the defensive line, protecting our linebackers and not just running upfield. And they're a young program, 3 years in Rutherford County Division. It took some lumps the last few years, but they got a lot of athletes, and they're kind of in that exciting phase where it's year 3 for them. They're in a lower division. They've had success this year, probably won more games than they ever have, and looking for their first ever playoff spot. So we know we're going to get their best, and it should be an exciting game to watch.
Home game for you guys, I think.
It is. It's our last home game. It'll be senior night, and we got a lot of young men that will be honored that night, who are well deserving, and their families. So, it's an emotional night and senior night, even though it's usually week 9 or 10, but this year's week 8. But our kids will be emotional, and you've seen 2 seniors there really took charge. I thought in the last half of the game, when the game was in doubt, when Mason Cunningham and O.J. Davis showed why they're two great young men, that they had no quit in them there in that last quarter. So it'll be an emotional night on senior night, and hopefully have a big crowd. And hopefully the weather will be nice. It'd be nice to come up there and play on a dry night.
Yeah, exactly. But 3 games left. Stewart's Creek this week. I believe it's Columbia the next week, and you end the season with regular season with Franklin County.
Yeah, so three region games, 3 quality opponents. 3 games that we've got to get back on track to doing what we've been coached to do all year long, and we get some things fixed and eliminate negative plays, eliminate mental mistakes, we can get right back on the track and finish the year off on a positive note.
The Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet this week is Bailey. He's a mixed breed dog looking for a forever home. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society at P.O. Box 252, Manchester 37349, and their website is www.coffeehumane.org.
Stay with us with your weather forecast is coming up after these messages.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
Get Fit for Life Tullahoma. Join the Hardin Regional Medical Center and Get Fit Tullahoma Health Fair and Fitness Expo, Saturday, October 31st at Northgate Mall from 9 until noon. Talk to health professionals, free health screenings, and see different types of fitness activities available in our community. This is a fun-filled morning with demonstrations and free information for all ages. Start now and learn to make a change that lasts a lifetime. Visit the Hardin Get Fit Tullahoma Health Fair and Fitness Expo, Saturday, October 31st from 9 until noon at Northgate Mall.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1947 at 86 degrees. The record low was in 1987 at 29 degrees. The average high on this day is 74 and the average low is 48. Tonight, look for mostly clear weather in your forecast with a low of around 53. Mostly sunny weather expected on Friday, a little bit cooler as well with a high of 69 and a low of 40. Sunny and much cooler on Saturday with a high of 62 and a low of 38. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
And from all of us on Newsleader 6 wishes you and your families a fantastic weekend. Thank you.